I'm Grumps. I'm not so Grump. And we're the Game Grumps.
Yeah, we're back.
We're back.
I gotta make a Katamari that's 3 meters wide, and I have 9 minutes now to do it.
Can you do it?
Can you do it?
I'm still like...
I'm losing it, man.
Yeah.
I'm not going as fast as I could.
Suck up them chickens, yo.
I don't want to suck up chickens.
Scam on some chicks.
Alright. I don't like your tone.
Alright, well.
I don't think you're being fair to chickens. I think you should apologize.
I'm sorry, chicks of the world. Have you ever... I feel like I have called girls chicks, not meaning to. Have you ever used that word?
Oh, sure.
Like,
cats and chicks, come on, get your kicks at the hop.
Really?
Yeah.
I
love using chicks.
I like it too. I don't know if it's offensive or not to anyone.
I don't think so.
I don't think it is.
I guess it's a little unequal because not many people use cats.
Right.
But cat sounds cool.
It's kind of like if you're a girl that has sex with a lot of dudes, you're a slut, and if you're a guy that has a lot of sex with girls, you're a stud.
Or a playa.
A playa. Yeah, it's kind of unfair.
You know what? I actually always use chick in terms of like when I'm endearing myself to something.
Right.
If I'm like, oh, that's a cool chick, like.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'll say.
Definitely. I've never used it derogatorily.
Yeah. No, definitely not.
I feel like I'm too worried sometimes whether people get offended or not. I should just speak my mind more.
I think it's just like you have to be a bit redundant because like when you say chick, you mean like a cool girl, yeah?
Right.
So I'm like, it's a cool chick.
Right.
But I would never just say chick alone, I guess.
We got a chick. We got a chick over there.
Yeah. There's a chick, yeah.
Walking with a hot, tender thighs.
Chicks. And the word chick has lost its meaning to me. Just the overuse of it.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't know what it means anymore. That happens to you, yeah?
Oh, for sure. Like, especially when I look at a word for too long.
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
Like if somebody's like, fabric.
Yeah, you're like,
fabric.
What?
Fabric.
Stop!
You just can't use it anymore.
I know.
You're just like, it's a bunch of fabric. Like, did I spell that right?
Yeah.
I don't.
Dude, if I look at the for too long, I'm like, there's just no way.
Because it looks like the.
Yeah, look, tahi.
Tahi.
It's very weird. It's very weird.
There's just. I had a similar situation a while ago. I forgot how to spell of.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, I don't need UV?
Yeah, it has to be UV. What else could it be?
How the fuck do I do this? It's just normal.
Yeah.
It's just the way our brain's wired.
You know what word really looks weird when written out?
What's that?
Clerfed.
Clerf?
Yeah, like one who has recently been clerfing. Or to clerf in the past tense. Barry, put it up, please. With a definition.
What? Okay, so
thank you.
You're defining it with the with the word itself.
Right.
What is to clerf?
Like if something is clerfy, and you're like, I'd clerf that, then it's clerfable. Am I?
You've really solved the mystery for me.
Sorry, do you have fucking biscuits in your ears? It's clerf.
No. I just can't clerf that word, dude.
Yeah.
It's unclerfable.
I can't wrap my clerf around it.
Are you just making up a word? Is that a real word?
It's absolutely not a word. I wish it was a word.
Oh, okay.
Should I have gone for that longer?
Yeah, like trying to trick me for the whole episode. Just like, no, clerfed is a word.
I'm incredibly gullible with stuff like that. Like,
oh yeah, well, it's because it comes from people you trust.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
And you consider to be like smart.
Yeah, my friend Adam, like, he's like, you're so stupid and gullible. I'm like, no, I believe what you say because I don't think you're a douchey liar. But you are. Like I noticed that his middle initial was F, and I'd known him for years, and I was like, what's that middle initial stand for? And he was like, oh, Freebert. I was like, it's not Freebert. And he was like, yeah. And like, he like really played it off like his middle name was Freebert for like a solid like 3 weeks, and I was like, "There's no fucking way!" And like he even took it to the point where like he started like,
What? Well, first of all, why wouldn't you think his middle name is Freebird?
"What the fuck? Who's named Freebird?"
Well, who's named Apple?
Aside from Coldplay's kid. It's a good point. It's a good point.
So it's just a name.
I know, it's actually Francis, but he took it so far that like when I really pressed him on it, he like forced himself to like tear up a little bit. He was like, "Listen, man, like it's my name. I don't know what to tell you." He's such a fucking dick. The lengths to which he will go.
I don't know what to tell you, man.
Yeah. Oh God, so fucking funny.
Oh, let's ruin these kids' good time.
Oh, great job. I love it when friends cry.
So what happened when Freebird, I mean Francis, was finally came
I felt
out.
like crying because I felt so betrayed. What is going on there? Well,
something I'm gonna roll up.
yeah, that's
Gonna
fine.
be a part of my little situation here.
Do you have any problem crying in front of other people?
No.
No?
No.
Yeah, I can do it too.
Okay, that's not true.
Okay.
If it's like a genuinely emotional thing, like if it's something going on in my life and it's like oh I'm my dad or something, or
Right,
like
right.
oh I'm working too hard or so, like something like that,
Yeah.
it's fine.
Yeah.
But if it's like a movie, then I'm like no.
Do you fight it?
Yeah.
That's interesting. See, like, well, cause I'm a silent crier. Like I don't do the like it just like tears stream down. So like I can cry silently in a movie theater and no one is the wiser.
Nice.
Yeah.
I get a little like
It's
I do that thing.
it's really funny though. Like I was with my friend Kyle, like a couple years ago, and we were on a road trip, and like I realized I didn't have my license like halfway through the road trip. I've just been driving through state lines like with no license, which is super bad. You will get badly fined or arrested or something.
Jeez.
Especially because Kyle is black, which does not help when you are rolling through the South with no license. And
Oh yeah, the South it's just a racist place.
I don't want to generalize, but there is a contingent there for sure.
Yeah, you would. Yeah.
Yeah. So we were driving and we're like, what happens if we get pulled over? And I was like, I think I'll just cry. I'll just cry, Kyle, and then maybe the cop will feel so bad or embarrassed for me that he'll just let us go. And he just like looks at me like dead silent for a second, and without a trace of irony, he was like, "Yo, I kill myself before I cried in front of another man."
Damn.
I was like, holy shit.
Just the diction on that is really like
It was the funniest fucking thing.
in front of another man.
Yeah, I was like, oh, me too. I was totally kidding.
That's awesome.
Oh, God.
I did have a very embarrassing cry, and I think I may have shared it on the show.
Really?
It was actually fairly recent. I went to Japan, and I went to the Toei Museum.
Yep.
And not the toy museum, but the Toei.
Right.
It's a production company. It's sort of like, I don't know, Fox or CBS.
Right.
And they like produce like Dragon Ball Z, and they produce all of like the Sentai shows, like Power Rangers in Japan.
Oh, yeah.
And they had a live show that was like, it was primarily a Power Rangers show. Of the current Power Rangers at the time, and they were just doing like their Power Ranger thing, and it was all dubbed and shit, and it was fucking intense and epic, and like there was just fights, and like there was a plot and shit, and you could follow it, like even though it was in Japanese.
Nice, nicely done.
Because it's very like wow, they're doing poses, and like everything's very like, and they're very like character actory and stuff.
Yeah.
And like I was just like, yeah, this is awesome, like I'm getting so into it, this is so cool. And then like and then there was kind of this plot where they were like separated between two worlds, and then they were like trying to get each other back. So like through the whole story, it was cutting between like these two rangers and these three rangers, and then it was like, oh man, when are they gonna get back together? Like, when are they gonna come together and like fight the villain?
Yeah.
And then right when like everything was said and done, and they fucking like they came out of like the evil portal world, and then they all stood up on the stage, and they were all like, boo, and it was like, psh, and they were like doing all their individual poses, and then they were like, like, I don't know what they were saying, but it was just like, and there was just like sparks and like explosions, and they all did their poses,
right?
And it was all like lit from behind and shit, and I was like,
that's awesome. Like, it just makes you so happy that you cry.
Yeah, that was actually the first time I'd ever had the experience that I was so happy I could cry.
Wow.
It felt like everything I ever wanted as a child, like right in front of me.
That's so fucking cool. That's so cool. I have certain triggers, like when like the emotion cup is full and I know I need to cry to like get it all out.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's certain like songs that like will just do it every fucking time. Do you know the song Wings for Marie by Tool?
Oh yeah.
Oh, do you know what that's about?
It's about his mom, yeah?
Oh,
yeah.
It's about Maynard's mom. Like, it's off the album 10,000 Days, and what 10,000 Days refers to is his mom was paralyzed from the waist down, and she lived like for 25 years like that before she died, and that's the 10,000 days. So I know. So the song Wings for Marie is about like her dying and like being like released and becoming free. And he's not religious, but she was. Mm-hmm. So he's like, oh, there's lines in it like, what have I done to be son to an angel? What have I done? Oh, I'm gonna fucking cry right now.
Is that the one that's like, that actually has 10,000 days in the lyrics?
Yeah.
It's like 10,000 days in the fire. That one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
10,000 days in the fire. Now you're going home or something like that. Oh God!
Next time on GameGrumps.
Oh God, I'm gonna fucking cry right now.
Let's do it. Let's just have a little cry off camera.
All right, yeah, not on camera. All right, we'll see you later, everybody. We're gonna be men. Oh!